Have you ever heard the phrase, throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks? Well, that's how a lot of SMBs do their marketing. Generic homepages that could belong to anyone. Google Ads targeting everyone and hoping someone clicks. Sales teams pitching to the wrong leads. Do you feel that your marketing is not really working? So stick with me, because in a few minutes I will show you the framework that fixes this once and for all. In business, everything is a narrative. A narrative you build, repeat, and reinforce until customers believe it. That's how small companies grow, and that's how big companies stay on top. The name of that narrative building superpower is positioning, and today I'll show you how to use it, step by step. Segmentation is step one, identifying the groups of customers you could serve. At this stage, you don't choose, you just map. You want some examples? A high-end furniture store could target high-income couples, for example, in Amsterdam. Or a CRM SaaS startup could target mid-sized leisure business. A cohort-based course creator could target young digital entrepreneurs. This is your starting point, your high-level segment. And now, you need to understand it better. You need to understand who they are in terms of age, income, job title. You also need to know where they are, like in which city or region or country. Then you start looking into what they really care about, their values and their lifestyle. And when you know all of that, you want to understand how they behave in terms of habits or the kind of benefits that they seek. And suddenly you will start seeing groups emerging from those initial segments. Now pause here and try this. Write down 3 possible customer segments for your business, the high-level ones. And don't overthink it, just get it down. We're gonna use it later. And if this feels overwhelming, don't worry, I prepared a free guide, it's linked below, where you can find exactly how to segment, depending on whether you are a B2B company or a B2C company. It's in the comment section. Now, where do you get this data from? And there are 2 main ways. If you already have customers, dig into your database. Use the data you already have to find information about your customers, and if you need, you can even enrich it with tools like Apollo or Clay. If you don't have customers yet, market research is your only choice. In both cases, you need market research. You can find reports online, you can do customer interviews, or nowadays you can use AI tools like ChatGPT with deep research, for example, or Gemini and Perplexity. It's not perfect, but it's usually more than enough for SMBs. And here's the trick, when using these tools, combine them. Don't use just one. Use Perplexity with ChatGPT, with Gemini. That way you can reduce hallucinations and get a better picture. Now let's see an example. Let's say you started with your high-income couples in Amsterdam. Then you started digging, right? And you discovered micro-segments like empty nesters remodeling their home, or divorced women moving into a new apartment. And suddenly, your market isn't just one big blob, it's specific groups of people with different needs. And that takes us to the next step, targeting. And here's where most businesses go wrong. They choose a target that looks good on paper but fails in reality. And if you want to avoid this mistake, here's how you should approach it. Take your segments and choose the ones that are most attractive. You can ask questions like, can I realistically reach this segment? How big is this? Is it growing? How crowded is it? Are there any competitors there? How much fit does my business model has with this segment? How much revenue could this mean for me? For example, let's say you sell high-end furniture. You could target young parents with toddlers. You can reach them. Yes, that's not a big segment. It's not growing too much. It's probably not too crowded with competitors as well. But when it comes to the fit, for sure, buying expensive furniture isn't a priority for them. They know their children will wreck the sofa in a year or so. So even though it could be a profitable segment, it's not very likely to be one, right? On the other hand, if you decide to target empty nesters, redesigning their living room, You can also reach them. It's a steady segment. It's slightly more crowded for sure. But in terms of fit, they do have the money, the time, and the interest. It can definitely be a profitable segment because they have a much higher willingness to buy. And that's the difference between vanity targeting and profitable targeting. So, a quick exercise for you here. Now, take the 3 segments you wrote down earlier and rank them from the most attractive to the least one. That's going to be our starting point. Oh, and remember, choosing a target doesn't mean you won't sell to other people. It just means that you will focus your marketing efforts on those most likely to respond. And that's the difference between wasting money and scaling smart. By the way, if this is making sense for you, like the video and drop a quick "got it" in the comments. It will help more entrepreneurs find this video and will also help me plan my future videos. And now we are at the heart of it. Positioning is how you will compete and win. And as we're talking about competition, first, let's identify them. They come in 2 types: direct competitors, or others selling the same thing to the same audience, or indirect competitors who provide different solutions but to the same audience. You go ahead and visit their websites, read their ads, understand how they position themselves. What are the stories that they are telling? Paste your competitor's URL into ChatGPT and ask who are they targeting and how are they positioning? Or even better, use agent mode in ChatGPT and ask it to find out how are your competitors positioning themselves. Then ask it to create a report and compare them all, including yourself. With that information in mind, now you need to understand from your customers, why are they buying from you? Is it the price? Is it a unique benefit that you provide? Or maybe it's more than that, it's a specific use case that you cover better than your competitors. This is how you differentiate. And now it's time to write your positioning statement. And for that, I suggest that you could use this template to make it simpler. For, and then your target segment, who need, and the pains that they need to solve. Your product name, ESA, and then your product category. And then now here you explain how you solve their pains in 1 sentence. Then, unlike your competitors, and here you add your differentiation criteria. Try filling this out for your business. Even if it feels rough, you will instantly see where you stand. But the secret here is to be specific. And here's how not to do it. You shouldn't write something like, "For everyone who wants a better marketing, our tool helps you grow." Can you see how vague this is? It could belong to anyone. It doesn't say anything. Now let me show you how you should do it. This is a good example. For mid-sized amusement parks who need to increase visitor retention, our CRM software is a leisure-specific platform that integrates ticketing, loyalty, and guest experience. Unlike generic CRMs, we focus on amusement parks and amusement park-specific workflows. Can you spot the difference? That 1 sentence becomes the backbone of your whole marketing strategy, including your website copy, your ads, your sales calls, everything. So if you are the kind of founder who hates competing on price, positioning is your way out of it. It lets you compete on value instead, but not without proper execution. So when your positioning strategy is clear, it's time to execute. Because positioning isn't just words, you need to communicate it and back it up with proof. So step number 1, you need to update your homepage copy. You can use ChatGPT to write copy based on your new positioning strategy. Then step 2, refresh your website with tools like Lovable or Base44. Number 3, align all your social channels, sales scripts, ads, and every single touch point to convey your main message. And step number 4, build your proof. Case studies, testimonials, and real data. Now imagine this. Your homepage, your ads, your sales calls, they are all telling the same story. Customers instantly get it when they see your brand. That's positioning in action. And here's the beauty. You don't need a big team or a huge budget to do that. You just need clarity and consistency. Positioning isn't a buzzword. It's the secret weapon behind every brand that wins. So here's your next step. Download the free guide that I've linked below. Apply it this week and let me know how did it go. And once you have your positioning in place, the real magic only happens when you spread it. So go to your homepage, sales decks, ads, social media, and everywhere. By the way, a lot of that can be accelerated with AI tools, and I covered the must-use ones for marketing in this other video. So click here to watch, and I see you there. Bye-bye.